What is up, you sexy people? You know what time it is. It's office hours time. We're live on the interwebs. There's really good questions today. I was really happy about all the people that have submitted questions. Face looks tanned. How are you guys? You guys getting that tan on? So we'll be going through a lot of your questions, really good ones about starting businesses. A lot of you, it's so amazing. People are still making a lot of the same mistakes, but there's ways to get around it. Not even around it. There's ways to go right through it. So we're gonna talk about starting some businesses, email marketing questions, and whatever you gorgeous people want to be talking about today. So I'm going to let all the people start piling in as we're going to start talking about all this fun stuff. Happy Thursday, May 14th. I'm going to post this real fast in our Entrepreneurs group. We have a group for, man, I'm slobbering, like salivating. We have a group for all you sexy bastards out there that are looking to get your businesses going. Or if it's not been going, you've been trying, we're going to help you kick some ass and get things happening. You can go to monthly1k.com. It's $7. Plus, we give you your money back once you make that money. If you need a little bit of help or accountability in making your business going. So I'm going to post that link for those people out there. What I love seeing comments. The more engagement, it was actually interesting. And, one of the things I think we put out on YouTube today that was really powerful for me was noticing where your energy levels are. And I do have topics and we have the questions you guys went over, and I'm going to go over all of them. What's up, Dieter? And so I'm posting the YouTube link for people to leave comments and go check that out. One of the things with energy levels, I was tired last night, and a lot of people are going through emotional roller coasters. And so the number one thing that I found is sleep. Sleep is just like, and people are like, duh. But the thing that was really powerful for me was last night I was tired. I had a long day and you need to recharge. And the thing about that was I was trying to recharge and I was like, man, I'm tired, man. I need to sit in my hot tub and do nothing. And I got on one of these conversations and I had some engagement. I had this guy, Omar, from Passionate Few YouTube channel. And Omar said, we just started talking about Facebook. And if you guys are interested, I think it was actually, it was a good discussion. But having that talk, I did an hour and a half with him and I had more energy than before, which is not good before you go to sleep. It's kind of like caffeine. But the thing there is really paying attention for what brings you guys energy and what doesn't. And so, by the way, I'll put it up on the screen in a banner, monthly1k.com. If you guys are looking to get some help on starting a business, that's where all my homies and I help you guys and give some accountability. You don't have to really buy it. I don't really care. But if you do, it should be helpful for you to get those business going. We have a lot of people in the audience. I get super excited seeing you guys in the audience. The more comments you do, the more energy I bring, the more fun that everyone's going to be having today. Ethan Schwartz is in here. Mind Map guy. What is up, Ethan Schwartz? Got that dope ass hat. Love it. David Moskovitz, what's up, homie? Bradley Lau, do I offer one-on-one coaching? Yes, it's $1 billion. No, I'm not a YouTuber that has an expensive course and tells you what's wrong with your life. And no, I don't do coaching because I have other things I want to do. But what I've been doing with coaching is if you ask a question, I'll put it out here and it'll help you and hopefully a lot of other people in starting your business, overcoming fear, and getting your marketing going. So I'm going to jump right in. Yeah, Dieter, who gives people money back for buying things? That's exactly. If you have success, we give you your money back. But I'm going to talk and jump right into the office hour questions. And so the questions are really, really good. I'm going to bring them up on screen. Let me bring up on screen these questions because they were so interesting to answer for y'all. So the first question that we got is, and this is pertinent for everyone, and post your questions. If you guys haven't posted, you can put it in the comments. I prioritize the ones that are on the form, and that's in the descriptions. So this is one of those questions that's like really long, and I'm just going to post it so you guys can see it. It's a long ass question, and this is the thing this is a question from Todd Hawk. So by the way, Todd, dope ass last name, man. You win for fucking last name of the year. So when people ask certain questions, I got like some pimples on my nose. When people ask certain questions, there's actually almost 99% of the time, there's something underneath. It's kind of like relationships. When your wife says something to you, what is she really mad about? It's the same thing in business. And so Todd asked a question. He said, hey man, I'm getting an email list, product geared toward teachers. Should I buy an email list? How? So that's one. 2, visit school websites and create an email list of targeted teachers. Honestly, this sounds a little bit like a pedophile, which is funny, but also creepy. And then 3, market and try to funnel to teachers. So Todd, by the way, it's really interesting. And I don't think he minds, but I'll pull up his website in the background. So I'll be pulling that up in the background and I'll show it to you guys because I think it's really helpful as you guys can see other pieces of things like this. So Todd has actually made some videos, and his site is called landofmath.com. And let me show that right here. So that this is his website, Land of Math. And with Todd's website, let me just start, and I'll go through question by question, because I think this is something that a lot of people are going through. Number one, never buy an email list, ever. I was talking with, I want to call him out, but one of my very good friends' father yesterday, and they bought an email list, and they asked me, they said, Noah, why are my emails going to spam? Huh. You bought an email list and you're sending people emails they didn't ask you for. Why are those emails going to spam? I don't know. Don't ever buy a fucking email list. That doesn't make any sense to me. And those people don't want to hear from you. The number one book I would recommend around that is Seth Godin's Permission Marketing. I love that book. It's changed my life around marketing. Get people excited to hear from you. So with Todd and getting an email list and building these things, I think there's a few specific strategies that Todd can do for landofmath.com. So Todd did build a YouTube channel, and I went and watched his YouTube videos. Let me show you his YouTube video as well as I pull it up. So with Todd, number 2 and 3 is that instead of visiting school websites and creating email lists of targeted teachers and market and try to funnel teachers, and so, you could hear him in the background. So with Todd, there's a few specific things around Land of Math. Number 1, he created a few videos and then he stopped 2 years ago. And I've been really on this big quest to show people. So this is Todd's video. You can see it here. He made one video, got 1,500 views, which is pretty good. Getting anyone some views is really promising, but he stopped. And so what I would recommend for Todd, or for anyone out there, is that if you're trying to build content, if you're trying to build an education or information business like him, and I'm going to show you one to copy. I actually found someone I would copy if I was trying to build a math business. So I think there's a few key things for Todd. Commit, and for you, commit to making content for 1 year. And figure out how to make it enjoyable for a year. Ali Abdal, one of my favorite YouTubers, really got me in that mindset is you got to commit 2 years and you've got to have fun with it and you've got to keep doing it because not everything is going to work. So that's number 1. Number 2, go replicate someone else in a different category. So the person that I was thinking for Todd to replicate, it's this guy named Become a Piano Superhuman. So I'll pull that up on the area on the screen in just a second. And Becoming a Piano Superhuman, what this guy did, I've been actually taking piano classes. You can see my piano over in the background. Oh, look at him go. First I was afraid, now I'm petrified. So with Becoming a Piano Superhuman, what I like to do in business a lot of times is and be innovative 1 out of 10 and 9 out of 10, copy, and then keep innovating. And so with Becoming a Piano Superhuman, I've been taking some of his classes. Replicate him in your math field, Todd, or in whatever areas you guys are trying to be learning on and exploring on. So he does PDFs. He has a video, and in his video, it's like, hey, if you want my PDF, go here, give me your email and get it. And then, he has courses and he has things like that. And so I think there's a lot you can learn for your math vertical. What a lot of people do is like, can I buy an email list? Can I go like spam people and get their emails? You could do cold emails and that could work. But I would actually just try to figure out how to do it more organically. The one final point, Todd, that I'd recommend for you, and a lot of people, you're not alone. This is a lot. Everyone has some expertise. Maybe it's apple eating. Maybe it's, you're a soda water freak. Maybe like me, you eat a lot of tacos and love marketing. But the thing I would try to figure out is, how am I planning to make money from this business? And how can I find that immediately? So is it going to be teaching lesson plans? Is it how to teach teachers how to be better teachers? Is it how to have them save money on school supplies? And so what I personally would prefer you to do is have a little clarity or some validation of your business model before you go and spend years creating a bunch of content that no one really wants or no one will ever pay you for something else. And so those are kind of the 3 things. And I think the people have done it with pianos. They've done it with like online courses. You've done it with marketing. It's not something new. It's just committing to a plan, sticking with it, and you're going to get the results. So those are some of the things I would approach for becoming a piano superhuman, or trying to become, really what it is like, how do I become a teacher? And I think, Todd, one of the things that we've done on YouTube, you can go and pull it up on the YouTube channel. I'll pull it up and post it in the link below, is that if you want to be a teacher, if you are trying to build an audience around it, how do you start manually? I think a lot of people should start on YouTube and they should start posting things. But at the same time, with all that stuff, I think you can go do things manually. Like, let me go help one person be a better teacher. And from that, record that information. So I did it with my assistant. I have an executive assistant named Jamie. Hi, Jamie. And Jamie went and wanted to create a course because she hates working for people like me. She hates me. I don't think she hates me. And so we live with Jamie we found her people to teach how to be an assistant. And on air, I'll post the link in the comments, and I'll post a banner of it. So live and on air, she got students. So I'm posting a link there if you guys want to go watch that and learn about Jamie. I think the thing with Jamie was that instead of building a course, instead of doing all this YouTube, go find someone in your network that you can teach your expertise for. One, it'll make you feel good. And the more that you can actually help them, you realize, wow, I can do this for other people. Document that. And this is what we did in this. And that documentation, you just put that on YouTube, and that is what will help you find other students. And so, yes, Jason Blake has said it right. I'm going to put that up. What up, Jason Blake, my man? He looks like the guy that's like a Jason. Who's that guy? He's the actor, but you don't know him, but you know him. That's you, man. But yes, you said it exactly right. And look, guys and girls, I don't know all the answers. And my most of my stuff is simple. And I think that's where the beauty is we overcomplicate a lot of these things in our business. But really, go validate it. What does validation mean? Get a customer. Get someone to pay you money for your expertise. So there's a bunch of questions coming in. And guys, I'm going to go through all your questions. I love answering your questions. I love seeing them. So keep coming up with them. I'm going to do the office hours questions first because I find they're really applicable for everybody else. All right, next up. And then the other thing I would say for Todd Hawk is these fear challenges. I love these fear challenges. You should love these fear challenges. I'm going to put that up as a banner. So the fear challenge is the coffee challenge. That's one of them. What are other challenges that people could be doing? I'm going to put that banner up at the bottom. Look, it's a ticker now. Whoa, I got a ticker. That's fucking cool. So the coffee challenge is asking for 10% off next time you buy coffee or anything, or next time you call. Like I was on Outdoorsy. Let me show you. I'm going on an RV trip on Sunday by myself. I want to be in solitude. Like that one author guy who went in solitude, did some shit. I always ask for 10% off. And it's not about getting the discount. It's about getting rejected, finding out you're still alive, and fucking moving forward. And that'll build up your fear muscle. That'll build up your confidence. And so, you know, I've been calling it big dicking. Big dicking is another one of these things that it's one of my new favorite phrases. And what is coffee challenge? What is big dicking? It is facing your fears head on. So for example, what does that mean? I'm thinking about putting out a tweet. Should I put out this tweet? What does this tweet say? No one fucking cares, by the way. And just put it the fuck out. Like I had this really interesting thought for myself today. On TikTok, I have no followers. I have no one paying attention to it. So I've been putting out crazier shit. I've been putting out just whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, well, why am I doing the stuff I really want on the place that no one pays attention to? Can anyone relate to that? Come on. Everyone can relate to that. We'll do it where no one's paying attention because we have nothing to lose. So how can you behave like that in your main thing, or behave like that in the stuff that actually matters to you? And so you've got to face these fears. You've got to start putting yourself in a place where there's fire and go into the fire. And I'm doing that right now at different ways. And it never ends is the fucking problem. So if you guys are doing it, Adam just said it. If you're going to a hotel, ask for an upgrade. I did it recently, Adam. I was in Vegas a few months ago, and I put the $20 on my credit card, and I was like, hey, do you guys have any upgrades? She gave me the money back. She's like, no. And I was like, all right, well, didn't really lose much there. And so in Outdoorsy as well, I'm going RVing on Sunday. I'm going to go kind of trek through Texas by myself, biking, and see some friends and family. And I just asked every one of them. I was like, hey, can I get 10% off? And I'm doing it with the Airbnbs. I was pulling it up. It's not in that. I did it on the phone with her. The Airbnb that I'm at now, this house, yes, 60% off. There's my bike. Dieter, I know you're going to get a little boner out of my trainer bike. So the point being is that it's not about discounts. It's about facing fears and practicing it on stupid things so that you can do it on the things that matter. When we do monthly 1K, one of my favorite challenges is the $1. The $1 challenge. And in terms of the $1 challenge, the $1 challenge is get $1. I'm going to put that up there. I challenge any one of you guys today, the $1 challenge. And this is what's been so powerful with this from seeing people do it. One, I see people post these pictures of it, man. Let me see if I can pull one up and I'll show it to you. The $1 challenge. I'll find one and I'll show it to you. And what the $1 challenge is that you go and just get $1. And like, how stupid is that? How stupid is that the $1 challenge? Like, oh, I just get $1. And I love people. There's all these people out there. All right, here's an example of the $1 challenge. So I'll pull this up on screen. And so in terms of the $1 challenge, what these people do to avoid the $1 challenge is unbelievable. They're like, Noah, I can't ask for $1. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I would never ask for $1. And then they go through all these avoidances. They're like, well, I didn't give any value. I didn't do any of these things. And so the amazingness with the dollar, when you finally just face it and ask your husband, or you ask your friend and you say, hey, I just need $1 because I'm doing this thing to prove something to myself. And you get it. And it's scary. And you're like, I can fucking do this. And that is power. That is fucking power. And that is the beginning of how people can start businesses. And it's probably the beginning of how you can have better relationships, how you can have better health. And it is facing that fear head on. And I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Like, I am still afraid. It's not, oh, Noah's got money now, or maybe Noah's like, he tells you need to do a challenge. No, I'm still in my own fucking fears and my own challenges. The thing that happens with life is your fears are elevating because you're doing new things. You're dying, you're shedding your skin, and you're going on to that next level of life. And so I'm going to show you just some of the different things that people have been doing. So this is in our one entrepreneur group. I'm going to share this. So this person, Steve Lewis, got his first $1. Right? So found it easier to ask than I thought. The threat of sending naked selfies helped. So that's pretty good, man. I like that. I don't want everyone, don't send me a dick pic. I don't know how people got into sending dick pics. That shit is weird. That's a whole nother episode we can do about this. But the point is, do the $1 challenge, face that fucking fear, do that. And that is the thing. The next thing I would say, especially in starting these business, the business journey, the business adventure, it should be fucking fun. It should be amazingly fun. In this business adventure, with that, it's the velocity to $1. So now that you've gotten $1 in any of your businesses, it's like, fuck, I can do anything. And I remember getting my first $1 at AppSumo. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. Oh, I'll show you guys something fucking cool. I'll show you all of our purchases of AppSumo. Do you guys want to see that? It's fucking interesting. I don't look at it anymore. And there's something powerful about not looking. And I'll tell you, or something about I should be looking. But I'll tell you, the AppSumo first $1, when I got my AppSumo first $1, that changed everything for me. And it'll change everything for you. So as you're starting your business out there, or Dieter, you have, Wheel Brothers or the different audience, Jason Blake or Adam McBride or Jenny Jones. Once you've gotten that first $1, you're like, I do this a lot lately. I'm like, yeah, I'm the fucking man, or you're the fucking woman. And now I believe in myself and I can go do so much more than that. And that is getting that first $1. That is that first customer believing in you. And so many people make so many excuses about all these things why they can't start the business instead of just getting that first $1. Shit, I just left. All right. I went back in time. So I'm going to show you the first $1 of AppSumo. It's a little bit hard, but here, I'm not sharing the screen yet, but I'll show you what we do. So this is pretty wild. This is all of our purchases on AppSumo. I don't know if I can find my first one. Oh, you guys can actually see my screen. Shit. I don't want to share my screen yet. But I will show you, these are all of the purchases at AppSumo. And so here's an example. This is pretty fucking bonkers. So those are every purchases per day. So it's happening in there's thousands, which is fucking unbelievable for appsumo.com. What's really interesting about it though, is that the one that mattered the most to me was the first one. It was the first person who bought Imgur, and they just PayPal'd me $7. And the point there for you is that just get that first customer in the door, and that will start that momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful assets in business. Momentum is so fucking underrated. It's unbelievable. So get that customer. And one thing, if you're starting a course, you're trying to teach people how to start a course. I was talking about this recently. Let's look at some of these purchases. Is that when you're doing that and getting your course going, they're like, well, I got a customer. I'm teaching someone manually. And then they teach someone manually for 3 months and they don't keep that momentum going. I'm like, well, get another student and get another student. And then when you get so many students and as you keep honing in your process, then put that shit online, put that on a course, put that on a Udemy or Skillshare or Teachable. And now you can scale that out. But most people build the course, do all the play business before they actually get going. Yeah, just amazing. All these purchases. Let's see if we can go to the oldest. Actually, this is pretty wild. I don't even know if it'll load it, but it's amazing. And one of the things I really want to highlight for people as that's loading, I think this has changed the game for me. Yesterday, if you have any online business, Adam McBride, Anuj, Jennifer, Rohan, Jenny Jones, and Jenny Jones, I love seeing you here again. If you have any business out there, and this is something I'm really working through, go and talk, not even just talk, listen to your customers. Listen to these people that are saying, I love you. You've changed my life. And I've literally been fighting it for so long. I thought everyone who bought from AppSumo, I didn't know why they did it. And thought anyone who listened to my YouTube, I was like, they're stupid just like me. Everyone who comments on okdork.com, anyone who bought monthly 1K, I was like, but only recently, Helena, Dieter, Jennifer, Satish, Nipun, they're doing action for themselves, which is the most important thing for me. And seeing that and actually reading to it. And what I do now every other week is I respond to it. I go in and I spend an hour just responding the impact. And I finally believe this. If you can really help as many people as possible, you will help yourself. If you want to get rich, the simplest way to get rich is help 1 million people get what they want, and you will be a millionaire. That's it. It's not more complicated than that, but we overcomplicate these things. And so, wow, this it's not pulling the oldest to. There's actually too many purchases, so I can't pull up all the different things. But I'm gonna keep going in the next office hours questions. When I started AppSumo, I just wanted to make a few $1,000s a month, and I wanted to travel the world. That's it. It wasn't to help people. It was like to get deals on software that I just wanted for myself, and find the thing that you can work on for the next 50 years. So I'm going to keep going with the office hours questions. This is fucking fun. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. Add your questions as well. Oh, you guys are adding the questions now. So Kevin O'Rourke added a new question. I love seeing Kevin every time, the wineman.co.uk. So next up is a really interesting one. This is, I don't want to say his last name because he's talking about his boss, but he had a question saying, I'm the right-hand man of a CEO at a company. His name's Nick. And you were number 30 at Facebook, Noah. You're number 4 at mint.com. You're really, really good looking. Are you single? Yes, right now I am. But that's not his question. He said, when did you take the leap to do your own thing? Did you do both at the same time? And I'll post the question here. And so you guys can all see it. And this is actually, it's a great question. This is a very common question that a lot of people are trying to think through and solve. So this is from Nick, and what he said is, when did you take the leap to do your own thing? Did you do both at the same time? So a lot of people out there have day jobs. And even crazier, if you have kids, man, big respect. That is a lot of work, and they're uncontrollable, and they're amazing at some point. Like, eventually they buy you dinner, but that takes, many, many years. And so this is going to be the most counterintuitive advice about starting businesses that you're going to hear online, because a lot of people that give it to you haven't actually started a real business that's running. They've sold you a business, teaching you a course. I am not a risky entrepreneur. Who said that? By the way, I fucking love hanging out with you guys. I love this stuff. I do it for free because I love it. And I love seeing you get results. I am not a risky entrepreneur. Who here is and people always say this, man, you took such risk. I don't take risks in business. I take guarantees. And maybe I need to take bigger risks. Maybe there's something there with that. So what the fuck am I talking about for Nick out there who has a day job? Everyone has a day job. And I'm going to tell you specific actions that you can do to plant the seed today so that you can eat your garden in the future. I am not risky. What the fuck does that mean? When I was working at mint.com, I was making $100,000 a year. I didn't love the work. And I knew my dream. You have to know your dreams. My dream was to run my own show. Kind of like this. This is a show. I love you too, guys. That was always my dream, period. And so to not be risky, I was like, I don't want to always be working at mint.com in this fucking cubicle, which we had cubicles. It's kind of crazy at a startup. But I don't know what I want to start. I didn't know what I want to start. Let me see if I can actually find some screenshots of what I started. So what I started, this is actually, I can find it. Oh, I found it. Holy shit. This is crazy. So what I started though, what I started was a thing called Kickflip. And so I'm just going to show it to you because I think it'll be helpful. Let me see if I can actually find some of this stuff. So what I found was this thing called Kickflip. Oh, that's not what I wanted to share. And so Kickflip was Facebook games. It was fucking shitty ass Facebook games. Remember all those spammy looking things in Facebook world that were out there? They were annoying as fuck. Yeah, I started that. Not all of them. I'm trying to see if I can show you some of the screenshots of it. Of some of the kickflip stuff. Anyways, I'll pull up some of that stuff in the background so I can show you guys some of the things that I did with that. Oh yeah, this is great. This is like, holy shit. I cannot believe I found some of this stuff. So I found, see if you can, I don't know if you can see that. Let me find it. I'll find it and I'll show you that stuff in just a second. So this is literally, and this is not going to make sense to you guys, but I built Facebook apps that put people's favorite teams on profiles. and favorite sports players. And so this is a list of things that I sent to a developer that I found in the Philippines. This is just fucking bonkers. So this is what sometimes business looks like. It's not always sexy. It's not always pretty. I'm trying to find some of the examples of what my site even looked like. So the point being, oh, wow, here's my certificate of incorporation. Oh, here's our logo. Hey, check this shit out. This is so crappy looking. Hold on. I'm just going to share my screen entirely. And then I'm going to talk to you exactly about how do you take the leap to do your own thing. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So all right, so I'm going to share my entire screen. So this is our Secretary of State. Can you guys see this? So this is where I incorporated 2007. And then here's a logo. Here's our first kickflip logo. Just keep it real. Yes, that was like one of my first things. Kickflip, just keep it real. All right, so you guys saw, do you guys get to see that? I hope you guys got to see that. So what I did is that I had a day job. So if you don't have any money, don't be like, I'm going to go start a business and make a bunch of money, because you're not. Making actual money in business, don't expect to make real profit, even serious profit, for at least 1 year. Don't. It's just not, it's not reasonable. It's not plausible. It's fucking only in blog posts and bullshit YouTube videos that happens. It does happen, but it's not likely. So number one, though, get a day job, get some income coming in. And so if you're unemployed right now, go do Amazon delivery. I'll show you. I'll pull it up. Oh, wow. Now it's cool. I can show you guys. I applied for a job at Amazon delivery 2 weeks ago just to see how hard it is. And it's not fucking hard. And they're hiring. If you have a brain and a mouth and most of your limbs, they will hire you. So yeah, here, I'm going to show you my job application for Amazon delivery. I'm not better than any of you. I'm not above or below any of you. And this is something that all of us can do. That is the application. And now they're emailing me to go get jobs for Amazon. So number one, get a day job. Take care of your day job. So how do you take the leap? You get started immediately. So I didn't just go and quit my job and say, oh, I hope I can make some money. You plant seeds. So how do you plant seeds? I'll go through a few examples of things I did. I saw Facebook platform opening up because my friend Amit Gupta did it. So I just started building apps. How did I build apps? I saw a popular app called Soccer, and I found my friend Joe Su, who had a blog and a site. I said, hey, do you have a developer? He had a guy in the Philippines. And the guy in the Philippines, I said, can you just copy this one and we're going to make it for basketball? And that's all we did. And I said, oh, I can make money on it because I can put Amazon affiliate links to the basketball teams. And then I made hockey app. Then I made baseball app. And then I made American football app. And I became the #1 developer on Facebook. And Naval Ravikant, who's now super famous, was our investor. Let me see if I have any proof. See if I have any things from Naval showing you guys. Oh, this is crazy. I can't believe I do. So the point being, though, is I got that going. And then when that made $3,000 a month doing these Facebook games, I quit Mint to go run those. And true story behind that, let me see if I even have, if I have this email, this would be fucking crazy. I got offered $100,000 from Kagan. And I don't know if you guys know Kagan, by the way. Kagan is a $1 billion company. So they were going to give me 1% of their company and $100,000 if I sold my Facebook apps to them. And I was like, nah, man, fuck you guys. I'm bigger than you. And now they're a $1 billion company and I'm just a multimillionaire. The point being is that I started something and it got going. And once it finally got to that level, it probably took me 6 months. That was a tidal wave that I was just lucky to be a part of. But I started it. 6 months later, I quit my job and I started doing it. So I would say you got to start today. A few other things. So you're like, well, Noah, come on. Facebook games aren't happening. That shit's 1980s. Leave me the fuck alone about the Facebook games. Shut up, old man. What else can you start today to start doing things? So I made a list of things for you that you can start doing today about that. So I'm trying to see if I have the Kabam email. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I'll try to see if I can pull that up about where they offered me the money for it. So a few other things you could do. You can start YouTubing today. It's free. YouTube doesn't charge for hosting, which I think is insane. You can start a YouTube page today teaching whatever it is you want to teach. Number two, you can start a weekly newsletter today. Go to SendFox. I'll put up some of these things. You can go to sendfox.com and start a free newsletter right now. You could just start that. And guess what? In a year, if you can build up an audience, which you can, if you commit every week to sending an email and actively promoting it, in 1 year, you will have an audience and you will be able to have a business. But the thing is, you have to start that today. So those are two that you can start in terms of if you want to be a content creator. You just have to do it for 1 year, once a week for a year. Now, those are content creator angles. So the other thing I would say is that if you've been, and one thing that Nick, you're not alone. Nick said, I've taken many courses. I've tried to start a few things. It's hard time to gain momentum. So I resort back to my day job. And so I will say being an entrepreneur sucks most of the time. Making money is challenging, but it doesn't have to be hard. It should be fulfilling. But you need to make it easier on yourself. Wow, that was like a lot of different steps right there. Let me make it really clear. You don't need more courses. It is hard, but there is an easier way, and I will share that with you exactly right now. So if you are trying to start a business, I made a list of it yesterday. If you are like, hey man, I've taken all these courses, this shit's fucking tough, you're making it tough on yourself. And no course is going to do the work for you. And that's the big problem. The people who don't want to show up, I don't want to help them. They can go fuck themselves, go watch, Shopify dropshippers, Shopify YouTubers, where the fuck, and hopefully get rich off those guys. That's just not the reality I live in. I live in the people who want to put in the work. So here's 3 ways that you can start a business immediately right now, Nick, and just get something going. If you don't want to do the content creator educator way, that's fine. 3 ways. Number 1, go sell all of your shit on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I know I've seen other people talk about it, but if you want to start a business, what is a business? You're selling something and you're making money. So go sell all of your stuff and make some money. Number 2 with that, or the second part of that, is then go ask all of your friends. And through doing it, this is one of the biggest things that I've learned in the past month. Through each of my businesses, I've gotten a superpower or a skill that has helped me in my next journey. So I bought WordPress plugins a few years ago, and I met Garrett. And through Garrett built SendFox. But that's only because I got started. So number 1, just sell something. That is literally the easiest business that is universally accessible. You can go on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, eBay, or wherever you are in the world and go on your, Yad Vashem. No, that's the Jewish memorial. But you could go, Yadayim. You could go on any of these sites and sell your stuff, and then go to your friends and sell their stuff. That's it. That's the easiest business that is universally accessible. Second thing, Joshua Lee, I'm going to call you out in a second, brother. Don't go anywhere. So that's number 1. Number 2, just go to any of your friends that have money, and say, what is on your to-do list that's over a week, and I will do it for you. That's the thing with business, which is kind of simple and stupid at the same time. All you have to do is go to the people who have money and get it from them. And how do you get it from them? You find something valuable enough for them to pay you for. And that's stupid as fuck. But that is the beauty and the simplicity of this world. We just overcomplicate it. Another thing. So I'm going to keep giving you more ideas. The point, though, is that you need to build momentum and you need to make it easier on yourself. Number 3, text your friend, your best friend right now, and say, if I were to start a business today, what business do you think I should start? Because a lot of people say, I don't have ideas. The ideas in business are a fucking joke. The ideas are the easy part. I can come up with ideas all day long. And you can actually, it was actually funny. Yesterday, I got this friend of mine asked me, she said, if AppSumo and all the businesses went away and you had to start something new, think about this, and you have unlimited resources and and there's no chance of failure. You have unlimited resources and you have no chance of failure. What would you work on? And I think there's something beautiful about that prompt. And that's always one of those questions. If you had to start over, what would you start? I would do this because I fucking love doing this. I love seeing Kevin from Wineman go and hustle and get results, and from just hanging out with us. And I get to learn from him. I get inspired by you guys taking action. So, but what was interesting about the prompt was not just that the prompt was interesting. It was that when I actually sat down and said, all right, what are my answers? I had all these answers that I wasn't even thinking. I was like, I want man-made drones if I had no failure. I would create Russian bathhouses across the world because I love Russian bathhouses. I would build schools in Mexico. So all the Mexicans that want to learn internet stuff, I'll just teach them my shit. I'll teach them my stuff. Then I was like, oh, I want to do a thing called realshitschool.com. It's realshitschool.com. You got to pause that out. I was like, man, I'd love to teach people and have a school where it's like personal finance, relationships, hygiene, health, self-worth. And I was like, that, and my point with all of this is that if you just sat down and think of the ideas, there's a lot more in there. It's just figuring out which ones people are going to respond to. So ask a friend, yo, which ones should I do now? Last thing I would do is that go to people that have money, like me, or your former customers, or your existing customers, or people you've worked with in the past, and ask them 2 questions. What are they spending their day on? Because that's their priority. Or what are they spending their money on? And that is their priority. So either help them make more money or help them save money towards either of those 2 things. And that was probably about like 5 or 6 different ways that we've gone there in terms of ideas and businesses. The point thing is that with validation, what I believe is that all of my biggest businesses, and this is actually really fascinating. Think about this. The biggest companies in the world including AppSumo.com, which is a sizable business. We're an 8-figure company, $30 million in revenue, amazing team, #1 site online for software deals. Most of the largest businesses in the world are still the same. Think about that for a second. I'm going to put up AppSumo.com. Software deals for hustlers. Think about that. I know that sounds a little crazy what I just said, but the biggest businesses in the world are still the same. And so what I'm implying by that is, and Joshua, we're going to do some, hey, Kevin, I fucking love you that you're challenging him out. And Kevin's telling this guy that he needs to join the course. We should just do some live things. Joshua, I'm going to send you a link to maybe come on the show, and then we can actually just call you out live. These large businesses are still the same. What does that mean? Amazon is just a place where you buy and sell stuff. It's pretty much still that. Yes, there's AWS. Yes, they make now physical products, but that's it. Google, it's still a fucking search engine. AppSumo, we get deals on great products. Product Hunt, you put up a product, people vote on that product. Facebook, you put a picture, people like your picture. What am I really implying by that? The basis of all of those businesses is actually simple, and it can start really, really easily. Yes, if you're starting a car company, guess what? Elon Musk, the famous guy, Model 3, all that fucking stuff, he sold those Model 3s, 500,000 of them at 500 a pop or 300 a pop, over $1 billion, 2 years before they were ever delivered. My point being is that, like, you can start something, you can find out if people want it within a weekend. And if it takes you longer than a weekend, you're avoiding reality and you're avoiding the fear of failure. And so I've always encouraged it because this is what's worked for me. It's worked with me on our Facebook game business, which was multi-million dollars, AppSumo, multi-million dollars, SendFox, it's $1 million, not multi-million, but they're simple. So figure out in a weekend, how do I get 3 customers? How do I make $100? And how do I make it something easier for myself? And so again, for Nick out there, it's a lot of different ideas. What I would recommend for you is, if you have a specialty, if you have a day job, that day job is probably the specialty that you can keep getting paid for in different ways. And again, you guys might have heard me talk about this. I don't believe in recessions. I have never had a recession. It's just, am I willing to face reality and put in the work of this new world? All right. So I'm going to keep going through some of these questions. You guys are fucking on fire. I'm going to keep doing the office hours question. Then I'm going to keep doing the audience as well. And I'll probably stay till an hour because I love you guys. And one thing I just want to highlight with all this stuff is that why figure out the thing you could work on for free for the next 10 years and make that your work. I always say, fuck a job. Fuck a job. I don't want to have a job. I don't want a boss. I don't want to be anyone's boss. I want to work on things that I'm excited about forever. And that takes time. And you have to do a lot of things you don't like or find what you don't like to get there. So failure is real, yes. And we'll talk a little bit on failure. I've got a few more questions that came in beforehand. So Insof had a question saying, how do I get a patent? How do I get a patent? And I love that. Okay, you guys are asking a lot of questions, and I'm going to go through your questions. I'll do some of the live ones as well, but I want to respect the form because that's what I ask people to do to make it easier. So this person said, how do I do patents? And I'll just tell you the short thing. We launched a site called meetfam.com, and we thought we needed a patent. So I spent $7,500 of our company money to get a patent. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, we're going to have this patent. All these people are going to we're going to need to get this thing. I'm sorry, I was sharing the wrong screen. And so they're like, I need this patent. And we spent the money. We did the patent. We launched the business. And no one wanted it. It was meetfam.com. So I'll pull up that screen in the background. So we have spent, just to give you guys an idea, we have spent $1 million cash to build this site, meetfam.com. Don't even go there. I'm just showing you on screen. $1 million to build it. I will show you. Let me show you in the background. I'm going to pull it up in the background. Let me show you how much revenue we make from it. Oh, this is fucking interesting. So we applied for a patent on this. We're like, oh, we got to get a patent. I think getting a patent can matter. But what this person, Asaf, is actually saying is, I want to get a patent because I want to avoid seeing if someone actually will pay me for my work. That is what you are actually saying. How do you go get a patent? You fucking Google, get a patent. You do InfoZoom or Zoom Info and you pay whatever, $1,000 to get a basic ass one and you have a patent. That's what you really do. So what you're actually implying is, I don't have a business. I don't have any customers. I'm avoiding it by doing this stuff. And if you actually face it and see if customers want it, you'll find out the truth. So I am showing you what we've gotten a patent on. what we spent $1 million on, and now I'll show you our revenue. Let me just show you the revenue of this. It's actually better. Oh, wow. So we spent $1 million. How much do you think out of the $1 million that we have a patent we've now made? How much do you guys think we've made? Just guess. I want to see guesses in the comments. What up, Steven? Erwin, Jenny Jones, Schulte, Jennifer Shands. Yeah. How do I get a patent? So how much do you guys think we've made? All right. Let me bring it up on screen. This is our revenue. This is cool. I like that I show this stuff. How much money do we make from our patent? $19,000. So if you do the math, 19,000 is much less than the $1 million we've spent to build this. But we might have a patent now. Oh boy. This is in business, right? In business, you try new things out based on your assumptions and hypothesis, and you see if it works. And what the beauty of it, though, this is actually almost one of the key messages. You need to do it sooner. So we did some of this sooner. We probably fucked up on that. That's why I'm teaching you the things I do, because I've spent the fucking money. Our team has. We've made the mistakes so that you don't have to. But from Meet Fam and making only 19 G's, yeah, that is not a lot of money, by the way. From that, though, we built Hall Drop. I'll pull up Hall Drop. So the point, though, is that you keep going on this journey, solving your purposes. So our it sounds like the tortoises or porpoises. So our purpose is to promote the dopest products in the world. AppSumo does it for software, and now we're doing it for physical. Or we give people the tools. That I wrote it. I was journaling this morning, and everyone, you guys should do this new thing I'm thinking about called Maker's Morning. And a Maker's Morning is that your morning is dedicated to making. So whatever you can set yourself up to do to making, and I can talk more about that if you're interested, is making stuff. So from Meet Fam and spending $1 million, all these people didn't want to use it for another story, another time. But what we learned was, what they really want is customers. They don't really want another fucking email tool. There's enough email tools for e-commerce stores out there. So we then built halldrop.com. We said, well, what if we actually just brought them what's the most important thing in their business, which is customers, not email marketing. And so we launched this within a month. I think maybe in 2 weeks, Chad, my partner, launched halldrop.com. And now the site is doubling month to month. It like doubled, and now it's going to double again. And it's a site that helps people get more customers. And that is only because we failed at doing the previous business and learned what's more valuable that we can do, what's something quicker, what's less money we could spend to find something that's a business that people want. And I think a lot of people don't get started. Number one, they're afraid, like Joshua was afraid in this chat. And then when they're doing something, they're not saying, well, what's working and what's not working? And how do I just keep improving on that? Because in every one of your businesses, there's something that's working that you can 10 times more. Maybe it's ads, maybe it's content, maybe it's a sales team, maybe it's cold emails, maybe it's affiliate. And there's something, maybe it's Instagram. There's something on the other side of that. What am I doing less of? What can I reduce? What can I cut? That's the part that everyone misses out on. So that was all of the questions that you guys have been asking and that submitted in the earlier questions. Now there's a bunch of other questions. I want to go through a few of the live questions as well that you guys have been asking in here in the comments. And I love seeing every one of you guys. I'm fucking fired up. I love doing this stuff. Like, I don't ever want you to pay me for it. I just want you guys to show up. I'm going to show up. And then I want you to go take action. Don't just be like, there's no free fucking shows today. The whole value is if you go and do some results and report back to the squad, because I want my underdogs taking action on this stuff. So some of the questions, I'm just going to go through the questions that people are asking. Erwin Middleton, he's in Africa. I like biltong. I got my South African accent. You know what I'm talking about, Erwin? It's a little bit Australian, but I'm working on it. Man. So AppSumo has franchise in Africa. A reseller partner would be amazing. Yes, we have an affiliate program. People are making 5 figures. There are mompreneurs. Mompreneurs are fucking the best. Moms are the best. Women are the best. But just be an AppSumo affiliate. I'll find the AppSumo affiliate link. Go apply for it. Here, I'm putting it up right here. And just go be an affiliate. And people are making 5 figures. People are making their full-time jobs through being AppSumo affiliates, which is we find the best tools. We get the best deals on them. Ullman and his team do. And then we promote the fuck out of it. And they're awesomeness. You're getting a good deal. And go and hit that link. Boom. I just put in the comments. Also, you can find it in the comments. And then just go be an AppSumo affiliate. That, one of the things in business that I've really thought about and I've really been in my mind is big dicking. And big dicking is basically you're doing it without permission and you're doing it without apologies and you're being resourceful. How do you have a franchise? How do you resell? Go do our affiliate program and fucking resell it. Don't ask my permission. Just go be the best in that. All right. So there's Erwin. Thank you, man. Down under. I hope you're doing. Nah, I'm doing my Sydney, Australia accent. How do I cancel this thing out? All right. So more questions. Life of greatness. You're building a landing page. Your voice is getting the creative juice. Yes. I'm here to fucking pump you guys up. I am your confidence cheerleader, so you guys can go make some of these happen. I don't want you guys watching for free. There's no freebies. So Marco, Marco just asked this question. Can I apply? So I'm gonna ask the audience, can Marco still apply to be our YouTube video editor? Backhand right, Marco, don't you ask stupid shit like that to my face. So let me just kind of give you guys another thing to think about. Can he still apply to be a video editor? There's a guy who applied to be the video editor, and everyone sucks these days. And what do I mean by that? Let me just show you, for example. I don't know if Mitchell's on the call. Let me ask Mitchell. Let me just show how everyone sucks so badly. Pay attention to this. I'm going to pull it up and show you something. Hold on. I got to show you guys. This is too fucking good. Stick around. Watch this. Watch this. You guys are going to get your fucking minds blown on this stuff. This is honestly how bad people are. So we have this video editor job that says, hey, come work with me and Mitchell, and we're going to fucking spread the word. We're going to fix the business world. We're going to help all the underdogs rise up. Do you guys mind? I'm not going to ask you mind. Do you like if I call you underdogs? Do you like if I call you underdogs? So think about that for a second. I'm going to pull up all people applying. Marco, I'm going to show you an example of how everyone does the same bullshit when applying for every job. But to be in the 1%, you just do 1% more. Erwin, by the way, a lot of people have gotten really done, I wouldn't say wealthy, but rich. There is a difference. But they've gotten rich doing reviews of AppSumo products. He said, hey, I've been buying a lot of AppSumo products. I'm addicted. I've got rehab. So only buy if it helps you. But if you're buying them, why not make YouTube videos and build a community and say, hey, I'm gonna experiment on all these products and I'll teach you about them. Ali Abdul, I love this guy. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He basically said, I love being a fucking nerd, making productivity apps or using productivity apps. And I'm just going to make videos about them. And so he got me on, like, I'm using the Bear app, and then he got me on Notion, and he showed, but you know what? He loves, that's what he loves. And so he just makes videos of it. And now he's making $300,000 a year plus doing that stuff. So let me show you guys the hiring peeps. I'll show you the guy who like blew it out of the water, and I'm talking to him in about an hour. So let me just show you an example. I want to show you because I think you're going to be like, wow, most people did the minimum. This guy did the maximum, and he risked it because he wasn't guaranteed it. But I will promise you, if you put in the work and the effort and you do the 1% more, even if you don't get it, you're going to be proud of yourself. And more likely than not, you're going to learn something. And ultimately, you'll probably fucking get what you want. So let me just show you what he did. Dude, this is so fucking impressive. Like, and I'm talking to him in an hour, and I felt compelled, and I bet you he knew I was going to choose him. He's not like guessing. So look, I asked for one video. Not only did he make one video, he made 3 videos. Not only did he make 3 videos, he made an explainer video explaining all the videos, and he did YouTube SEO research, and he did a 1-pager. This is the 1%. This is the level of greatness that I want to be around. This is what excites me to see. So especially for the younger people out there, and young, when I was thinking about that, when you're young, you could be young at 40, you could be young at 60. Young can start whenever you want. The point being, and this guy is doing it, work for those people for free. How do you work for those people for free? You notice what they're doing publicly. So what is the person doing publicly? Are they blogging a lot? Are they YouTubing a lot? Are they trying to sell something a lot? Are they talking about a certain thing a lot? And you bring them something of value, meaning that they would value it related to that with no strings. I kind of like this new 3-part thing that I've been doing similar to that, which is compliment the people you love the most. So if anyone's helped you, like me or anyone out there has helped you, compliment them. Number 2, bring them something of value. So for example, I want to meet this Matt D'Avila guy. I love his videos. I like his messages. And so I'm doing that. So number 1, I complimented him. I said, I did it on Instagram. Let me just I'll show you. I said, hey man, oh shit, change the password on this one. I'll pull, fuck. On Instagram, I said, Matt, your shit's the best. Then I went and now I donate to his Patreon. I donate $20 a month to his Patreon. Why? Because that's how you fucking stand out. And it's only $20. Third, I'm going to start. I asked this morning or last night. I said, hey, I love your material. I'd love to connect. Do you have workshops, or can I bring you on my show so I can share your message with the audience and we can learn how you do your greatness? What everyone else does is they send an email. Hey, can I get you on my podcast? So this is the way that people are getting those results. You can't not do the work and expect the results. That is what I've done and I do at times. But if you want the results, you put in the work. That's the shit that sucks. That's in every fucking book. That's the secret in every book, the work. I'm going to write a book called The Work. Here's one thing I'd love to feel from you guys. Weinman, Schulte, Jennifer, what have you learned from AppSumo or from me, and how has it benefited you? Because this is something that I'm insecure about, and I want to take my messages, I want to shed this skin and elevate that message so I can have more people getting more results like you guys. And I'm curious what you have learned or what resonates with you in your own businesses. And so if you can leave that comment below, I'd love to see that. That gets me fucking fired up. So I'm showing you the loom. This guy not only did that video, so if you guys have comments about how I've impacted you or how our company has helped you, I'd love to see that below in the comments. And so this guy not only, I'm just telling you, this guy applied for a job, not only one video, 3, plus a loom, plus keyword research, plus an email. As my late Mima would say, God rest in peace. Oy vey, Noah. What a shmachamudi. That means like cutie in Israel. I don't think she says it because she spoke more Yiddish than Hebrew. But that's the 1%. And I will say it's beautiful to see the 1% because that's inspiring to me. And it's inspiring to you to say, all right, if I really want this job, and jobs are great. Careers are great. I don't like jobs. Careers are great. Do I really want this? Am I putting in the work? Do I deserve it? And I don't know if I believe the word deserve. I like the word earn. Because deserve means entitlement. Earn means I'm putting in the effort and going above and beyond to get something. Ah, fuck. I love seeing every single one of you guys. Some of the, I was talking with my good buddy Charlie Hohen. And if you guys don't know Charlie Hohen, Charlie, I'm going to put up his site. He's got some amazing material. Recession-proof graduate. He's put out a book. I have an episode coming out with him in a little bit. And I love Charlie Hohen. Go check out his site. And he, all of us have doubt. All of us doubt ourselves, and especially monthly 1K and starting business. We've helped almost 10,000 people. It's nice. You have to see that sometimes the fruit of your labor. And I think sometimes in my mentality, and it's probably same for you, we're afraid, or when we get something, we don't want to even look at what we've got. Like, I'm just like, oh, what's my next thing? What's my next thing? And so I was talking with Charlie Hohen about it. I had a great conversation. And he's like, sometimes you've got to just listen to your customers and hear how they've affected you, or hear how they've been impacted. And he said, all you have to do is just keep helping more people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. And that's I don't know if it's a Jim Rohn quote or a Jesus Christ quote or a Buddhist quote, but I don't think I've ever fully understand it until right now. Like, if you want to get everything you want in life, all you have to do is help everyone else get what they want. And I think I would hear myself saying this right now and be like, shut up. But there's something there with that, like breathing through that. Like, you just help everyone get what they want, and you will get what you want. And people can tell. They know when it's real. You know when it's real. You know when there's bullshit. Yeah, I fucking love every one of you guys. I love that you guys are... I'm not your... the thing is like, in terms of Tony Robbins, not your guru. He wants to... Well, I don't know him. But I can't speak for anybody else. I don't want to be a guru. Like, I want to be an instigator. I want to be a voice showing people recipes that I've learned and experienced, and I'm learning myself, so that you can get the change you want in your career. That's my role. And I want to get that for people. And the more I can do that, the more it fires me up. And it inspires me. It inspires me to see Kevin O'Rourke grow weinman.co.uk. It inspires me to see Schulte doing his things. And Shatish putting his videos out. Shatish, are you putting out your daily videos? Inspires me. And it fuels me. That is my fucking oxygen. And I want to breathe. And I love it. And I'm going to keep doing that. So let's keep going through some of these questions. We got normally I was going to do an hour, but I'll do an hour and a half. And then an hour and a half, I got to drop, because what happens is the energy from this shit is so powerful for me that if I do an hour and a half, like, my energy starts dropping at that point, and I don't give you the best. I want to give you guys the best. So a few more questions that we're going to be going through that you guys have submitted questions. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So Kevin O'Rourke always has the fun questions, and I'm just going to put up his URL. Kevin O'Rourke is wineman.co.uk. And what I will say about Kevin, and this is something that's a valuable lesson for everyone out there. Every time I see Kevin, he's drinking wine, which means one, he's an alcoholic. Doesn't mean he's an alcoholic. But two, he loves wine. And thank God he gets to think about this. What if you could spend your whole day doing what you love? And that's your business? That is the fantasy for everyone. My mother came home every night from being a nurse and complained about it. And that fucking drove me crazy. And that is what's inspired me to help people live better careers and find their dream jobs or create their dream jobs. And you don't have to have your own business. You could work for someone who's the leader in the business, and you got to be a part of that fucking journey. Not everyone can drive, which is okay. Find that thing, though. For me, being with you is it. There's two pieces of that. Being with you is it, and also creating businesses. And I had this revelation with Charlie yesterday where I think a lot of us do this. I know I do, where I'm like, oh, Jeff Bezos, this is what I've said. And this is me avoiding reality and not facing a fear. Jeff Bezos never wrote a book. Why should I write a book? What like, maybe I'm curious for the different people in there. What self-talk is defeating you right now? Put that in the comments, wherever you are in the interwebs. What self-talk is defeating you right now? So one of my things was, I don't respect authors because they're not a creator and they're not really helping. And that is a limiting belief that I've been having for 20 years since I started blogging, because I thought the real ones I respect are the makers. So what is a self-limiting belief that is holding you back? And self-limiting belief is like, what is a story or a script or a loop that you are saying that's keeping you from something? And you could still keep it. I'm not saying you can get rid of it. You don't have to get rid of it yet. Keep it. You don't have to throw it all away. We could figure out different tools in our tool belt. And I talked to Charlie yesterday about it, and it was an interesting conversation. I said, I don't respect these authors. They're just words that are rearranged in a book. I want to be more like the Bezos and the Zuckerbergs and the Gates and the Kagans. And what Charlie said, which I thought was really powerful in reshifting my mind around this, and I'm going to put up Charlie's site just because you guys can go check out Charlie. He's fucking dope. He's like, well, what about the Noah Kagan way? What do you mean Noah Kagan way? No, I want to copy Bezos. What about the Jennifer Sands way? What about the Deshaun Barnes way? What about the Knowledge Bottle way? What about the Jason Lee way? What about the Chris A way, the Jake Steele way, Jonathan Cousins way, Paul way, Satish Rao way, Jenny Jones way? And what that means is that we all have to define our own path. We should replicate some of these things. Like, they've already figured out the hard fucking stuff. I'm just copy a little bit about that. But why couldn't I have my own way where I do create businesses and then hire people to run them, or find the best people in the world to run them, like AppSumo and SendFox and HallDrop? And my path is sharing it with you guys and sharing this knowledge so that you can do it for yourselves, or building the tools so you can do it for yourselves. I was like, that's my way. I can respect these people. I can respect myself. And so for Moritz or Jenny and Rohan, I'm not some motivational speaker bullshit. Like, there's deep stuff here and it's hard. And if it was easy, you wouldn't, you would have already done it. That's something I believe. If it was easy, I would fucking do all this stuff. But there's something holding us back in different ways, from it's other people, from mostly probably ourselves. And we have to explore in life, be around greatness, be around challenges, put ourselves in that fire to figure out how great can we be. And Charlie said something to me yesterday, or maybe it was Aaron Tyler. And Aaron Tyler has a book coming out, The Bad One. I highly recommend it. I've had this thought for a long time. Why don't we all just live? Why do we have to strive for more? Why do we have to strive to improve? Why is everyone saying, oh, get a bigger business, get a better relationship, go keep working on yourself? I'm like, why can't I just live in the Midwest and have a 9-to-5 and have 2-week vacations and be satisfied with that? Why can't I fucking be satisfied with it? Why can't all of us be satisfied? And then Charlie said something to me, or Aaron said it to me. They're like, well, let's just play out that life. And this is the first time I've ever fully accepted that. They're like, well, live that life. Go live it. Like, let's live it. And in the end of time, when I die, if I ever die, I don't believe in dying. I think we can let go of beliefs. I don't believe in recessions. I don't believe in dying. I was like, I don't think I would live that. I don't think that life would be that interesting for me. And it's not as a judgment on others. Everyone should choose whatever fucking life they want. But I was like, man, okay, at the end of it, I don't think I'd be fulfilled because I didn't challenge myself. And I didn't color in all the art that could be colored and really see it and really feel it. And when you, David or Chris or Paul, we are only proud of the things that we want and that were hard to get. Think about that. The things we really want and the things we really work hard to get, we're proud of. And I thought about the other life, the hard life, the challenge life, where yesterday I got punched in the nose. And I don't have it's not a big Jew nose. I would say it's like a medium-sized Jew nose, but I think I got pimples. I think it's good to call out some of your inefficiencies. You make fun of them, you let go of them. My pointy ears, so I talk about that. My bald head. Kind of like my bald head, though. It looks tough. It's like the Jewish Jason Statham. And I thought about this other path of life where I was challenged, where there's fear, there's risk. Doing this live, maybe starting businesses live, helping you guys do some of your challenges live, texting someone live. That's what I did a few days ago. I was like, oh man, there's someone I want to text. Just text them. There's someone I wanted to talk to yesterday. I just FaceTimed him. There's a investor guy, Keith Raboy, I've been wanting to meet. I just messaged him again. He's saying no to me. And that life of challenge, that life of facing it. I thought of this quote this morning. Tell me what y'all think about this one. I was journaling this morning. I've been really into journaling. And what was the quote? The quote, give me 1 second. Tell me what you think about this quote. I fucking resonated with this. I was feeling myself. I was like, go you. I'm proud of you, Noah. Being a man is testing yourself on all limits. Work, health, friendship, and relationship. That's interesting. I like that. I fuck with that. And one on that. Being a man is testing yourself on all your limits, work, your health, your friendships, your relationship, yourself. So that's where we're at in life. And facing some of these fears of starting a business is just it's one of the avenues. And my word of the year is congruency. So I'm facing my fears in work and pushing myself on that next level. I'm facing myself on myself. So I'm going in solitude for the next few weeks. I'm facing myself in relationships and working on that. Facing myself in all these aspects, health. And that is being a man. Because I've always wondered when we get our man card. I don't know when we get our man card. I've always wanted one. I'm like, give me a fucking man card. And I told someone this last night. I was telling Omar this last night. When I made my first $1 million cash, there's no ceremonies. There's no awards. There's no fucking banquets. And it's overrated. I know if you don't have money, I'm not trying to fucking hate on you. Oh, you have money. Fuck you. It's not about that. I'm saying it's about figuring out what the fuck you want and testing yourselves to get those things and finding out what you're actually made of. And that is when the man card comes in the mail. And you have to give it to yourself. I remember I went to my dad. He was like dying. And I said, hey, I made $1 million. He didn't care. I wanted him to acknowledge me. I wanted him to say, I'm proud of you. And he was in his own way. And I think what's more important than making the money or 1,000 true fans is just doing the things you really want. And it's hard, especially when you don't have it and you think that's what's going to really fulfill you. Because when you make the $1 million, you're still yourself. Or when you get the fans or when you get these things. And so I am getting so fucking deep into the world of what do I really want and how do I just stay in that fucking zone and really go after those things and really explore that stuff. So I'm going to keep going a few more questions. We've got 26 more minutes. I love every single fucking one of y'all. I'll put that quote up on the screen. Try to figure out how I can make it a little bit easier for me to pull that up. And I'm going to go through more of your questions. But Kevin's question earlier on, that was the first thing we said is, if you had a few grand. So you know what's interesting about business? People a lot of times ask, like, how'd you do the marketing thing? So most of the time, it's not the marketing thing. It's like the other thing that actually matters. And that is why I talk about that stuff. And so Kevin had this question. He said, if I had a few grand to do in marketing, specifically wine, which is a good question, what would you do? So let me just ask you guys, I'll put that up here. What would you do? So if you have 3 grand, let's just do 3 grand. I love limitations. Limitation is innovation. It's one of my new favorite quotes. Limitation is innovation. Limitation brings innovation. The fact that you are stuck at home is innovative. The fact that your fucking customers aren't going to the store. Like I was talking to my buddy, he wrote a book. Yeah, well, no one wants to do this. I'm like, yeah, they're doing something else. So fucking adjust. So how would you guys do 3 million? You have 3,000, not 3 million. So how would you do $3,000 in marketing spend? So limitation brings innovation. All right. So if you had a few grand to spend on marketing, what would you do with it specifically? For wine. For wine. And I'll talk about maybe maker morning in my day because I think there's something powerful about that. And I'll just share my calendar with you. You guys can see what my calendar looks like to inspire your calendar as well. So if I had if you had 3 grand on marketing and you have a wine website, or if you have any website, what would you do? And so the number one thing I would do, I'll tell you mine. While you guys are saying it, I'm going to keep looking it up and I'll comment out your stuff. Good to see you, Mikhail, by the way, or Michael. So if you have $3,000, let's just limit yourself with your spend. The number one thing you do is pick a goal. That is how you run every fucking business. And there's 3 types of goals. There is a numerical goal, which is I want it with $3,000. I'd like to get 1,000 new customers. There is a progress goal, which is how do I just get 1 new customer a month? So not how many, but your progress. And the last one is the systems goal. So it's like the James Clear goal, which is how do I go to the gym 3 times a week? Or how do I put out 3 blog posts a month? So pick your goal, number 1. Number 2, and I'm going to call out your ideas. Look, most of your ideas, by the way, I hope you guys fucking realize this. Most of your ideas are better than mine. I don't have better ideas than you. I just work on things that I love and I tell you about them. You could do the same. You should do the same. You will do the same. That's all I do. And I'm not a great marketer. I am a great promoter of things I love. I'm an evangelist to my fucking passions, and it comes out because I'm excited about them because I fucking love them. Like someone asked me to market their shitty product yesterday. I honestly, I was like, yo, I don't even know marketing, man. Let me go read a book on it. I just find the things I like, and it makes it so fucking easy to promote them. So if I had $3,000, pick a goal. Next, make a list of all the different activities. We call it RICE. RICER. That's our sumo group model. But basically what RICER is impact. I need to pull up. But basically there's 2 things that matter with our RICER model. It is how much effort is it to do, E, and what is the impact? I think the C is like conversion or something like that. But the impact and effort. So what you want to figure out is make a list of all the different things you can do towards your goal, of the impact of it and the effort. And then you add those up. Your I plus your E gives you a score. And then you sort them in that row. Let's see, I don't know if I have it. I don't have a recent one. And then you try them all out. And I like trying them out as frequently as possible. So I'm going to call out all these different ideas. You guys have better ideas than I do. So, Craig Silva, put it on halldrop.com. Kevin, go put your wine on halldrop.com. Craig, great idea. Craig Silva also said, give Noah a case. Yes, that is a great idea. I love free stuff. I love promoting stuff because then people send it to me. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. I can't believe I get paid to hang out with you guys and talk about amazing things. Bryce Larson, awesome one. Partner with Airbnb host, complimentary to provide wine. Bryce, dope idea. Deshaun, a great idea. Look at that. What is this? Is this like nerd shit for Star Trek? I hate Star Trek. I hate Star Wars. I hate any show that starts with the word star. I immediately won't watch it. But I like you, and I like that you had a great comment. I would focus on a type of wine or region and build multiple audiences and groups based on people who love them. I don't know about the segment out of it and all that, like more advanced stuff right now. Kevin, you know the answer, dog. I would think about giving freebies to encourage extra purchases. That is great. We talked about referrals last time. Hey, give your friend a free bottle of wine. They just pay for shipping. Another great business idea for wine. Like, what about businesses? Hey, do you want to send any wine to your employees or teammates, as I prefer to call them? Hey, do you guys have any partners that you'd like wine sent to? I can put your label on it. Hey, it's Father's Day coming up. Like, do you have a father? I think one of the things I would think about in wine is what is an easy sell that it's also repeatable? So, hey, if you have teammates, why not once a month give them a bottle of wine? It's only $30 and it'll improve your company retention. So you keep those people longer and they keep staying with you longer. Jenny Jones had another idea. You can do a giveaway. So Viral Loops or KingSumo.com, which is free. Jenny Jones is a guy, by the way. He's a man. What is it? Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. If you know what movie reference I'm saying, hit that button in the comments. So do a giveaway. Use KingSumo.com or Viral Loops. Paul, you got it right away too. Have a goal right away. So I'm going to keep doing that, but there's a lot of ideas. Oh my God, Jody, this is a great one. Jody Nunell. Start reviewing products for free on YouTube. Yeah, do wine reviews, or maybe do it on Instagram, or maybe do it on LinkedIn. Like one thing I learned from my buddy Alex at morningbrew.com, and you guys, if you're interested in the daily business of the world, morningbrew.com is awesome for that. And so he's only doing videos on LinkedIn. I was like, why are you doing videos on LinkedIn? He's like, there's less competition. So think about that. Where can you win easier? So with hauldrop.com, we're winning there because there's no competition. We're just having fun promoting dope ass products. With email marketing for like e-commerce stores, we're competing with Klaviyo, we're competing with MailChimp and OmniSend, all these fucking people. Go find your own field where there's no competition. The blue ocean. I like calling it your playing field. So there is a lot of ways to do it. You guys are right. It was Ace Ventura. Einhorn is Finkel. Emmett has a great idea. Do wine bingo cards in all orders. Have it be a game. Like, what if you could give out Zoom games or games that people could play on Zoom for all of their other friends or relatives? And it's like, oh, I got this on wineman.co.uk. You can give it out for free, or make it a free PDF, or print it out and just mail it for people to free, or give it to something they could print out and just have it on their phone, and they send it to all their friends for free. And then they see, oh, it's from the Wine Man. Oh, this is a cool one, Michael Lim. Oh shit, Michael, I was calling you out earlier. I'll call you in 20 minutes, dude. This is the guy I showed you guys earlier. He shows up. This is something, one of my friends, Max Boygan, he works at the NFL, and he has a family motto. You can't fake showing up. That's some deep ass shit. So if you were trying to do a wine business, Emmett, if you were trying to build a newsletter, Jenny, if you were building your financial services, Deshaun, if you're building your YouTube, don't do that shit on me, man. Don't do that stuff on me. Show up. You cannot call it in. And I was telling someone this yesterday. I was talking to my therapist 3 years ago, and he asked me, he said, Noah, do you want to be on stage or do you want to be in the audience? Do you want to be on? And this is not Noah. This is about you. Do you want to make it happen and be on stage, or do you just want to watch it from the sidelines? And what that is that it's the fucking work and the fire and facing it and going into it, which is not easy. And so, Kevin, you have a lot of ideas. The question I want to know from you, Kevin, what are you going to do today with your marketing spend? So tell us in comments. I'm going to call it out. Don't say great ideas. Great ideas are free. Tell me the work that you're going to do. And so there's a few other ones I'm going to call out. Hit up hosts of events. Oh, Jacob, that's a great one. So if there's all these online conferences or events, give them wine bottles to drink during the event. Or Kevin, oh, Jacob, that's a fucking good one, man. Why don't you give it to some podcasters or YouTubers and say, hey, I know you do these like fucking office hours. Do you want to drink some wine? I'll give you free bottles. That's fucking cool. I like that one. Jacob, way to inspire that one. Think about that. They're doing YouTube videos. They have free wine. They're drinking. People are watching them drink. Put in description. Put a little link for wineman.co.uk. Michael, I would spend it on ads, specifically lead gen. Fuck yeah, man. That could work too. Marco Savoli as well said, don't think locally. The easiest way to increase revenue is to sell to a foreign market. Maybe. That's a possible one. The one thing I would say with marketing, this is the AppSumo way. This is the Sumo way. We 10x what works. Let me give you examples of that. And then I'm going to go to a few more questions. We got 15 minutes. I'm going to do a power hour of the questions. I'll go through the forum as well. We 10x what works. What does that mean? And I've said this again. I'm just going to remind you guys. We found ads work. We spend, I'll pull up our ads so you can see. I'm not bullshitting you. We spend over 100,000 at sometimes 250, sometimes 200, but every month we spend 6 figures in advertising. I will show you our account right now as I pull it up in the background. We have a team of, 5 people on our email marketing. We have a team of almost 10 in content marketing. We have a team of 4 in our affiliate marketing. We have a team of 7 in our sales and marketing. Are you playing small? Are you playing big? And if you're playing big, which is fun, it's fun to try these challenges out and go bigger. And I'm going to go back to some of the fear stuff because I know people are still afraid of starting. What is working? That's what's already been working. So as much as there's all these great ideas from Deshaun and Paul and Craig, what's already working that you can 10x down? All right. So guys, I need a thumbs up or thumbs down. I want to call the people that are part of this fucking tribe, our tribe. You're not my tribe. It is our tribe. I want to call us the underdogs. I want to get some thumbs up, thumbs down emojis in the comments. Deshaun likes it. But yeah, failing is part of the journey. Failing means we've learned something that'll help us improve. So here, I'm pulling up the ads for our account in the background. And I'll see how much we've been spending. I'll see how much we spent last month. We did pull back last month. So hopefully it's like, 20,000. Oh, damn. We actually haven't been spending as much as I thought. All right, let me show you guys. I told you I would. Tell me as I do this, if you guys like, we can call it the underdogs. The big dickers. I like that one too. So this is our ad spend. I can't show like I don't want to show all the ad stuff right necessarily. But we've spent 58,000 last month. Let's see how much we spent this month. This is kind of cool. I don't get to see all this stuff. This is on AppSumo. Spent 25,000. Our ad spend actually has been pulled back more than I expected. Let's see. Let's do custom. We do. All right. Well, okay. We'll do a lifetime. But what I want to see like this year how much we've spent. All right. So this is 4 million at lifetime. All right. Pretty cool. Let's see this year so far. No, dude, I don't want this month. All right. So I'm going to see this year so far how much we spent. I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see this. Does it not show? Okay. So let's see how much we spent this year. So I need to talk to Jack, topgrowthmarketing.com. These are the guys that do all of our ads. So we spent $350,000 in the past 5 months. I actually probably think we could spend more on ads, but one of the things that's on ads that I'll share with you guys is that we've pulled back our ad spend because it was cannibalizing our email marketing. And then we've moved that spend to affiliate marketing. And also we've launched recently on appsumo.com referral marketing. So with referral marketing, you can use Reversion, idevdirect.com, Viral Loops, KingSumo. We're using impact.com, but that costs 50 G's a year. So I wouldn't recommend that. But referral marketing, so you can do affiliate marketing as well as there's also, I think we started, you use FriendBuy specifically now for our referral marketing. So we use impact.com for our affiliate marketing program and friendbuy.com for our referral marketing. But there are much more affordable things that you can just get started with. Adam Stachovaki, I can't spell your last name. Stachovaki. I love last names. I love fucking cool names. You guys like the underdogs? All right, that's one thing I've been thinking about this a lot with being an underdog. And the underdogs to me, it's like if I've been fired, if you've been fucking doubted, if you've been thought like looked down upon, if you've been not taken advantage of, but if you think you're ready for more, and you think it's not even that you're ready for more, you believe in yourself more, you think there's more for you. That is who I want to rise up. That is who I'm here for. And like, that is how I feel. And the underdogs can be someone like Elon Musk. It can be like someone like Ali Abdul. It's someone who's like, yeah, I am fucking great. And I was doubted and I am proving it. And I'm willing to prove it. Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah. It's being an underdog. It's saying that like, look, I had a chip on my shoulder for Facebook. I had a chip on my shoulder for a long fucking time. I just realized this 2 days ago. It's fucking crazy. I had a chip on my shoulder because I was cheated on in college. I never thought I could find someone great again in a relationship. And I was like, wow, man, I have a chip on my shoulder for that. I'm a fucking underdog in this stuff. So I want people that are willing to rise up with me. And you know what? When I'm saying that and putting myself out there, that there's risk. And only with risk comes reward. That's some fucking Yoda shit, but that is truth. All right, I'm going to keep going through a few more questions. So Deshaun, and for a few of the people out there that haven't made the first dollar, I challenge you today to get who here is starting a business? If you are starting a business, put it in the comments. Tell me your revenues in the business. If you're at 0, put a 0 in the business in the comments. Just tell me in the comments if you're at 0. I'm going to do some things right now to fix that. As we're doing that, there's a few questions. We got 12 minutes to fucking jump around this stuff. And big dick it up and go over some of the stuff. So some of these questions, I'm trying to find questions. So here's like a great one. This guy's like, hey, how can I get you to come on my show? He's got a show. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to promote it yet. Will you come be on my show? How do you make it so I can't say no to being on your show? That's the fucking thing. Like if we're trying to get Chip Wilson on Lululemon, we're trying to get him on the show. I've been trying to get Donald Miller. Donald Miller's got one of my favorite books of all time, A Million Miles in 1,000 Years, one of the best life books I've ever read. I have spent probably 2 years to get Donald Miller on the show, and I am doing whatever I can figure out that make it worth it for him. So for this person, I'll tell you his name. It's Andre. Think about what would make Noah excited to come be on my show. Is it maybe, hey, I got bottles of wine for you? Hey, I know you're doing YouTube. I'm going to make sure we drive 100 subscribers to your youtube.com/OKDork channel. How do you make it a no fucking brainer that I am excited to come be on your show? Not that I can't help it. So Michael Lim, who you guys saw earlier, I showed you his videos. I can't help but talk to Michael Lim. He was so fucking, with that book, So Great They Can't Ignore You. That's what he did. He big dicked me, which is what I want. I want to be around a bunch of big dicks. And I don't have a big dick. Got a micro penis. But big dicking means you're willing to face it. You're willing to risk it. So, all right. A few of you guys are fucking standing up. Yes. So Larry W's at 0. Chris A is at 0. Florin's at 0. Brad Miley's at 0. A few of you guys are at 0. Every fucking big business, the Walmart, the Microsoft, the Amazons, they all started at 0. Dude, I am fucking fired up today. I love you guys. I fucking love you guys. They all started at 0. You think we just jumped to 8 million, like 8-figure businesses? No, you don't jump to an 8-figure business. You build up to it. So what you are going to do today is the $1 challenge. So if you are at 0, I want you to do the $1 challenge. Larry, Chris, Brad, Florin, do the $1 challenge. I will do it with you right now. All right. I am going to ask someone in my network for $1. I'll just call. I'm gonna call. All right. I'm gonna call my buddy Brandon. Let me call. So I talked to him last night, but I'll call Brandon and I'll just do it live. Let's try to do the $1 challenge. Everyone, if you're at 0, do the $1 challenge. I'm just calling my buddy Brandon. Bro, why aren't you answering? All right, Stefan, everyone does the $1 challenge. Jonathan, this is how you start business. You ask and you build your confidence up. Fuck. All right, I'm going to call someone until I get a hold of someone and ask for $1. I want everyone to do this right now with me. Steven, Jonathan. Who can I call? Ooh, this is fun. I'm trying to think of someone I would be like, oh, I don't really want to call that person. Let me see who's been on my call list that I was like, oh my God. I'm going to call this guy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Hold on. This guy and me, I apologize to this guy because I was kind of a dick to him. And so I'm going to call him. His name is Chris Skiles. He runs a real estate company. You got to do the ones that are hard, man. You got to face some of this stuff. All right. I'll call Zach. So if you guys are ever looking to write a book, Scribe Media, I'm calling my buddy Zach. Let's see if he'll do it. You guys want to call? I could call Tim Ferriss, but I'm not going to call him around this right now. I'll call someone. Actually, all right. You guys said Tim. I'll call Tim. Let's call Tim. This is not a good idea. Not a good idea, but I'll call Tim Ferriss. All right, hold on. If I'm doing it, you fucking do it too. Not call Tim. Dude, why is everyone so busy? What are they doing today? Dude, where the fuck? One, I guess everyone screens my calls. That's what really, if you learned one thing today, people don't like me. Two, you guys said don't call Tim. I said, oh, I don't want to bug Tim. So I called Tim. All right, we're going to call Ian Schoen. Tropical MBA. I'm going to get my fucking $1. You guys should be doing your $1 too. Don't be fucking watching. There's no free shows. I'm not big dicking or name dropping, by the way. Fuck you guys. I'm calling people I didn't want to call. I want to call the easy ones. I don't know Kevin Kelly's number. I've never really talked to him. Joe got his first $1. Fuck yes, Joe. Has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Dude, who the fuck is not answering their phone? All right, I'm getting annoyed. All right, I'll call my mom. All right, I'm going to call my mom and see if she'll give me $1. She doesn't even know how to give $1 online, but she'll probably answer. All right, and then I got 7 minutes, so I'm going to keep hanging out with you. See if my mom answers. Dude, how is no one answering their fucking phone? I don't have Kevin Rose's number. Otherwise, I'd call him. Ali Abdul, it's probably like, it's 8 o'clock in the UK, so I'm not sure if he's around. All right, so if I want everyone else posting. What the fuck is this? Like, everyone doesn't answer their phone for me. I'm going to get a bunch of calls later from people and be like, hey, what'd you call? I'm like, well, we're doing a channel thing, and I wanted to ask you for $1. And there's something about that. So for the people who got $1, Joe, what did you learn about yourself? Oh, Dieter's calling. Dieter's watching. Watch this. Dieter's, if you guys are watching, Dieter's, Dieter, can I have $1?
You can have $1, my friend.
See, that wasn't hard though. I know. I really want the fucking $1. Can you
see? Here is. I wanted to want to see if I can sell you an ad on the Will Brothers website for $1. for your sumo bike ride.
So, hon, you're selling me on my own show, and now I have to give you $1?
Yes.
All right, fine, fuck it. Yeah, I'll Venmo you. Do you have Venmo?
Actually, I don't.
You have PayPal?
But I got the PayPal. Yeah.
What's your PayPal?
Dita@venticode.com.
God damn it. All right, so it's not worth it to me to advertise the ride because we already have that ride. But if you could put up like a SendFox link or link to the YouTube channel, like, hey, if you're a biker looking to start a business, youtube.com/okdork. I would pay. I think that's one thing I want to highlight. Hold on, take a step back, and for everyone watching, Dieter's a friend, and he's been part of the SumoRide.com family and this AppSumo family. Don't, the $1, the $1 challenge, that is about just getting over the fear. But as you do a business, I don't believe in donations. You're not going to grow a business where I'm just going to be nice to fucking everyone and just give away money for free. But if what's important to me is growing the YouTube channel, Dieter's got an audience there. And I say, hey, if they're looking to start businesses, I'd actually be excited for that. And there is a big difference. The $1 challenge is just a confidence builder. It's a momentum builder. It's a fear builder. But a business builder is when you're actually creating value that people are excited to pay you for. So Dieter@venticode.com.
Yep.
All right, I'm sending you $1. Go put up the link, and I'll show it live after you put it. Can you do it in the next 4 minutes?
Yep.
All right.
We'll try.
Bye. I got big dicked. He fucking came and showed it to me. So I'm gonna PayPal him right now. That was cool. Good job, Dieter. All right. So who here has got $1? I think Jonathan Cousins got £2. £2? You guys fucking call them quids over there, which is cool. I'm sending Dieter his money, and then I'm gonna get my link. This is fucking cool. I'm about that. Dieter@venticode.com. All right, I'm sending him his money. So we got about 4 more minutes. One of the things I always love to end the shows with is, what are you doing for yourself today? So number one, who got $1 here? And number two, what are you doing for yourself today? And I will send Dieter, I'm sending Dieter his money now, and I'm sending him YouTube link. Do I want to send it friends and family? Boom. All right. And by the way, let me show you guys how much I sent Dieter because I like fucking with him. This is how much I sent him. You guys see that amount? Got him. I have too much fun with this stuff. All right. No, Paul, if you're at 0, Paul, are you at 0? Do not be building more shit if you're still at 0. Go get that first $1 challenge. All right. $1 challenge. Who's with me on this? A few of you guys are thugs, and you're willing to do the $1 challenge and actually put yourself out there and do that $1 challenge. All right, I'm going to call up a few of the other people. There's a lot of other questions. I'm going to pull them up for next week. They came during the show, so it's hard to do all of them as much as it is live, but I will definitely do my best to come next week as well. It should be the same time. I'm going to be Solitude. I'm going to be on an RV trip. So if I don't do it next week, it'll probably be in 3 weeks. I'll do the office hours, or I'll figure a time to do it. So make sure you're subscribed on youtube.com/okdork as well, or either on, just do a youtube.com/okdork, and that's where the best place to find me. Let me see. Boom. What I'm doing, by the way, for you guys wondering, I'll tell you in 2 seconds because I love doing this. So what I just did, wait for it. I'm going to tell you, and you'll think it's stupid, but I can't help myself. I am addicted. I'm addicted to buying domain names of things I just talked about. So I just bought $1challenge.com. Do not try to buy that shit and think you're going to big dick me, because I just own $1challenge.com. I just got it, didn't I? Did I just not get it? Yeah, $1 challenge. That is what's up. $10. Don't fuck with me. I get the name first. This is how you know you're a nerd. You get excited by stuff like that. All right, so I'm going to look up a few of you guys doing the $1 challenges and things you're going to do for yourself today. And I'm going to call out what you're going to do today. Go do it for yourself today. If you don't have a business, do the $1 challenge. Just get that first $1. Build up the W, feel that confidence. And then you're like, well, what do I do next? You get that next $1. And how do you get the next $1? Sell your items. Go help someone for free. Go join monthly1k.com and join our group and see if you can help some people with anything that they need help with that they're excited to pay you for. Go ask your best friend. Give me an idea of something to start. Go look at what your day job is or what you've done in your free time for your hobbies. Like maybe you've been a videographer. Maybe you can go help people make videos. Maybe you've been a photographer. and you could teach someone like me. I'm paying $100. Got blurry right there. I'm paying $100 on Saturday for some photographer guy. I just got one of these new Sony cameras. Get it? Look at this shit. This is like fucking nerd stuff. I've never like got into photography because I thought I wasn't creative. It's like deep. It's so deep. I didn't think I was creative enough. Oh my God. And I just didn't think I was creative. I didn't think I fucking had creativity of this stuff. And I was like, dude, I can fucking, creativity is a skill. It's not just a fucking gift. So I got one of these cameras. I'll take a photo of you guys. And I was like, yo, I can learn this stuff. So I hired a guy, $100 an hour. He's going to teach me about how to take photos of stuff. I still learn. I don't even know how to use this shit. All right. So, oh, that's cool. I love the sound. All right. So what are you guys going to do for yourself today? Florin is going to get his first dollar. Emmett Naughton is going to build a site. Okay, good. Hey, I want to hear all the things you guys are going to do today. Ooh, yes, Joe. So I love Joe Gannon. This guy is awesome. He works, he's working with my buddy Joel Runyon, startablog.com. Set weekly deadlines. So here's one thing I've thought about for this, and I've got to go after. I'm going to highlight a few things. I got to go, otherwise I fucking lose it at that point. The thing I've found in terms of goal setting, there's 3 pieces of a goal that really fucking change it all. And this is something I finally clarified for myself. Have a goal, have a deadline, and have a reward. So think about that for yourself, Joe. I'm proud of you for having weekly deadlines. Paul's going to research his moving forward towards my goal. Paul's going to do the underdog challenge. Yes. The $1 challenge. Go do the $1 challenge. Damn, now I need to buy $1. I was like, the $1 challenge. That's even better. All right. I hate myself for buying. Oh, someone bought the $1 challenge? Fuck, I hate these people. Someone just buy that because that would piss me off. It's always someone does. That's why I can't say shit on air. Someone just bought it. The $1 challenge. Who fucking did that? Son of a bitch. All right. Did someone really? That's annoying. All right. Well, I got the $1 challenge. Boom. So a few other things that people are going to be doing. I didn't know this person challenge. Yes. I don't know the person. So go and do the stranger challenge where you go up to someone and you fucking like meet someone new, either online or offline. Or guess what? Here's another challenge. If there's been someone you've been like, I should call this person. I don't want to call this person. Call that fucking person. You don't want to FaceTime them? FaceTime that fucking person. Other things that you guys are doing. Florin's going to get his first $1. Jacob's going to do the 10%, the coffee challenge. I love that, man. That's awesome. Kevin Smith, Jason Blake just joined monthly 1K. Awesome. Courses are fucking easy, by the way, and we give you your money back. Make sure you get your refund once you make your $7. Joining a course is easy. Facing the challenge and facing the fear is hard. That is where you get your growth. And especially if you've not been getting the results you want, you can't keep doing the same things to get the same. I've said that so fucking bad. If you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep getting the same things. So you've got to do something different. Jody's going to write invoices. Paul's going to finish his latest course. Awesome for you, man. Courtney Jeffrey's going to buy the £1 Stop buying my damn domains, you fucks. Yeshua, awesome you bought monthly1k.com. Again, once you make $7, ask for a refund. But more importantly, do the work. There's this kid. This guy's like in high school. He's like, I'm in high school. I got your course. I'm already halfway done in one day. If you're halfway done, you've not done the work. I've spent 20 years to get to this point. You can put in a day of work. And if you're not willing to put in the day of work, then you don't deserve the rewards. Yes. So, and Kevin at yman.co.uk is going to sell the last 10,000 that I need to buy the next office hours and explain why. So look, everyone, you are my underdogs. I am here with you. You can find me on youtube.com/okdork. There's as well, we have a Facebook group, okdork.com/group. And as well, I put out a free weekly newsletter, sendfox.com/Noah, where you can get my weekly new juicy stuff about things that I'm learning and experimenting with on marketing and with business. I don't think I have a banner for that, but I will create a banner for that. Boom. That is my weekly newsletter, so you guys can check that out there. I love every fucking single one of you guys. I'm rooting for you, underdogs. As long as you're willing to put in the work, as long as you are willing to take some of these risks, I am here fucking 100% with you. I'll see you out there. I love every one of you.